Can you go back and play that first, the arpeggios, the two-string arpeggio thing you were doing before?
Yeah, so...
Okay, good. All right, you're actually doing it pretty good for the right hand. You could make the motions a little bit more efficient by not having the pick come so far up and away from the strings, okay? Now, you are going to have the pick come over the strings somewhat. Play it again.
Okay.
All right, so after you do this, after you do the downstroke here, you got to come back without touching the string to come with hit the second string with an upstroke. So obviously you've got to clear the string when you come back, but you're unnecessarily jumping too high. So imagine that you are running. Okay, we're going to run straight down like this is a track, and there's a little hurdle that's about this tall. So all you need to do is get your foot that high to get over the hurdle. But you're bringing your foot way up high like this, and I'm not going to attempt to put my foot that high. But that's what you're doing. Okay, you're bringing your foot way up here, being extra cautious, extra safe to make sure you don't fall down or trip or whatever. And it's unnecessary height. All you need to do is clear the barrier. That's all you need to do. Anything more than that is just slowing you down, taking up more energy, more time, and that takes away from speed. It makes it harder, okay? So the way to practice that is go real slow, extra slow. Go ahead and try again. Yeah, just watch that pick. Just babysit that pick over and over. And try and keep it as low as you can get it. Even a little lower if possible. Okay, good, Sam. Now, Dan, as you're observing that, are you seeing, is there anything else, if Sam was your student here, that you may advise Sam on or see another opportunity to improve that overall thing in either hand?
The one thing I'm noticing is when you perform the pull-off, your pinky finger is flying quite far away from the guitar.
Yeah.
So, of course, when your finger comes quite far away, all of this gap has to be regained back at some point.
Exactly right.
So all of that takes up a lot of time. And so when you want to try and play this faster, if we can save all of that time in as many areas as we can, this is going to make it much easier to play a lot faster without actually having to move your hands any faster than what you already are.
Let that sink in. He just gave you a huge secret to speed. He just said, if we can make the motion more efficient, you won't have to actually move your hands any faster in order to play faster. So you're a pretty experienced player, so you probably know this anyway, but I'm talking to just the audience in general. Most people, when they think about building speed, they think, I need to move this pick faster, or I need to move my fingers faster in order to become faster, to get the notes to come out closer together, more speed. But that's not necessarily the case. If the motions are simply more efficient, you don't have, in fact, she can move her fingers less. Actually, the movements would be slower than what she's doing now, but the result, the sound, would be faster. Does that make sense? That's what Dan basically just said in other words, okay? So what can Sam do to get that motion down? How can Sam practice this?
Cool, so one thing you can work on, or how to fix this, is essentially we just need to slow our playing right down and just try and reprogram our brain to tell this guy not to fly off like a little rocket.
Yeah.
So the sort of speed you want to be looking for is
Can you guys turn your guitars on?
Sorry. So we're just looking to try and move that pinky finger as little as possible.
Good. Excellent, Sam. Now, for everybody else, I thought Sam might do this part wrong based on the words that Dan used, but she didn't. She was smart enough to do this correctly. So what Dan actually said was, you only move your finger just a little bit. That was correct. And usually what happens when students hear that is, or anyone hears that is, they translate move less to make a weaker pull-off motion. Can you demonstrate a weak pull-off motion? Yeah, they think slower or less motion means wimpy. And I thought Sam might do it that way because students get tricked. They trick themselves into thinking, I'm going to need to lighten up here. But Sam didn't. She had enough power with the pull-off to get a nice, clear sound. So the pinky finger is moving quickly, it's just not moving far, and she did it correctly. Good job on that, Sam.